so today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look right here. This was inspired by like a bunch of Pinterest pictures. I've actually wanted to do it for a few years now. It's going to be a Bride of Frankenstein look. I really like the way it came out. I think it's really spooky yet pretty and glam. And if you're someone who isn't really into dressing up for Halloween and going all out with your costume, I think makeup is a great way to participate for Halloween and dress up as something. I'm literally wearing a white lace shirt that I think I got at like, I think this was from like Mandy's years ago. And it's super cute. And then that veil is actually from my communion when I was in 2nd grade. So, you know, you can kind of throw something together and just do a fun, cool makeup look. But yeah, no more rambling. If you guys like how this turned out, then stay tuned to see how I did it. And I hope that you guys subscribe to stick around for more videos.
Okay, so the first thing I did was go in with a makeup wipe and clean up my face of any oil or dirt that I had. And then I went in and primed my face with the NYX Angel Veil primer. To prime my eyes, I just went in with an anti-aging primer from Urban Decay. I put this all over my lid with a flat shader brush, and then I don't think I have a clip, but I patted in with my finger to make sure it went on really nice and smooth, because the first time I used this, it was a little thick, and it was a little clumpy, but I just did a thin layer, tapped it in with my finger, and set it with a light tan eyeshadow. Going into our Tarteist Pro palette, I'm just taking the color Whimsy, as you see, Frankenstein right there. And I'm going to be using that as a transition color in my crease. Now I'm just taking the NYX Primal color in Hot Green and putting that right underneath our transition color. Now I'm taking the Carli Bybel Deluxe Edition palette from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going in with that purple shade that's right in the middle there. This unfortunately did not do it for me. This was supposed to be a base color, and it was not pigmented enough for me to be a base color, so I went into the Urban Decay Electric palette and took the shade Urban and used that as my as my base color. And then I went into the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe, my absolute favorite palette. This was actually the first time I used this palette. This was filmed a year ago, and I went in with the purple shade Royalty, and you guys will see my reaction. I was so shocked. Not that I thought the shadows were going to be bad, like I knew Jaclyn was going to put out amazing shadows. I was just so shocked because I have personally never used something so amazing before. After applying Royalty all over the lid, I just went in with our NYX Primal color in Hot Green again, just to blend out the crease and kind of smooth everything out and blend it together. After cleaning everything up with a makeup wipe and making it nice and sharp, I went in with my NYX Cream Face Paint in the color Green. And honestly, you could do the foundation part first or the paint part first. It really doesn't matter. I did the paint part first, and you're just going to map out half of your face where you want to have your Frankenstein skin showing through. and you're going to fill that in completely. Be sure to get it a little bit into your hairline and on your ears if you would like, and I just blended mine down my neck a little bit as well. For the other half of my face, I went in with my Covergirl Outlast 3-in-1 foundation. And for underneath my one eye, I went in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer to conceal and brighten. To set my face, I'm using my Revlon Photo Ready Face Powder in the shade 10 Fair Light. This is the lightest shade that it comes in, and I normally use this shade to brighten underneath my eyes, but I decided to do my whole face so it was a little bit lighter and dead looking. I then ruined my big fluffy face brush from Eco Tools for the next couple of days, and I set the green side of my face with the NYX Primal color in the shade Hot Green again, and I brought this a little bit down my neck as well, just making sure that the paint was completely set. I forgot to put on chapstick before I started, which is a step I normally do, so that's what I'm doing right here. And then I went in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and on the glamorous side of my face, just chiseled out my cheekbones, my nose, bronzed up my temple and my jawline. Normal stuff that we would normally do. For our blush, I just went in with the Physicians Formula Butter Blush in the shade Plum Rose. After that, I just went in with whatever Revlon face powder was left on a brush and cleaned up my contour and underneath my eyes, and went in with the NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade to make some nice arched, overdone brows. And I also set them with the NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder. Going back in with the shade Urban from the Urban Decay Electric palette, I am just taking a flat shader brush, kind of skinny one too, to go underneath my eyelid and kind of smoke out that purple. And then I'm going in with the NYX Primal color in Hot Black. Really don't know why every color is hot green, hot black, but I went in with hot black and a smaller pencil brush to kind of line underneath my eyes, and I smudged and cleaned all of that up as well. Now, off camera, I am queen of never being in frame, so I went in with the Maybelline Gel Studio eyeliner, some Kiss eyelash glue, and the Allure X Crazy Ray Ray eyelashes, and did all that good stuff off camera. Now, going back in with the NYX Primal color and Hot Black, we are contouring our Frankenstein half of our face. Now, this was a little scary. I kind of just put the powder on my face and went back in and blended it out with the hot green NYX Primal shadow on the big fluffy brush, and also used some paint to clean it up because I noticed that with the cream paint it was kind of hard to blend, so you had to put it on and then fade it out, if that makes sense. Going in for highlighter, we're going in with my favorite Pirates of the Caribbean palette and the color Fortune, which is a really pretty white bright highlighter. Putting that on both sides of our face, highlighting the high points and just making this Frankenstein look a little bit more glam. I then decided to go in and touch up and darken my beauty marks with the NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade. If I could do it again, I would probably go in with the black Maybelline Gel Studio eyeliner that I used for my eyes, just because it would have been a little bit darker but the same consistency. But again, you guys don't have to do the exact same thing that I'm doing this tutorial. This is just how I did it. This was just what I got from inspiration from other pictures and other people's tutorials. So I hope that you guys get inspired by this and recreate it in your own way. And then going in with that Maybelline Gel Studio eyeliner in Blackest Black, I'm lining my lips. I love when I'm wearing black lipstick to go in with this eyeliner. It's like totally smudge proof. It's the greatest thing ever. It really helps line them out so I know where I'm putting this lipstick. And this is the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in the color Alien. So after I went in with Fortune to highlight the inner corner of my eye and my brow bone, I went in with the NYX Primal color in Hot Black to outline the Frankenstein half of my face. I then went in with our Maybelline Gel Studio eyeliner in the color Blackest Black and started doing the stitches. You can pretty much do them any direction, any color that you want. I did some X's, some other ones, you know, like straight ones, as long as they are pretty dark and skinny. And then I went and I put little dots on the end of each of them to make it look like they were in my skin. Then we went in with this brown color from the Tarteist Pro palette to start shading. That's what's really going to make it look 3D and a little bit more realistic. The dots with the shading afterwards make it look more realistic, like it is sunken into the skin and actually sewn in. So we're just shading around the stitch itself and around the dot. Next, I'm just taking some fake blood to add on to the shadowed stitches. We're kind of just putting it on the dots or close to the dots where the stitch would be in the skin. Then we're just going to go in and highlight the stitches as well. I'm not sure if this is white paint or a white eyeshadow, but either way you can use either one just to highlight some of the points of the stitches to make them look even more 3D. And then I'm going in with one of my favorite lip glosses for Halloween. It's the Jessie's Girl Glow Sticks lip gloss in the color Wicked, and this kind of just gives it a very spooky, Halloween-y vibe. It's kind of like a metallic-y green looking gloss. So it just goes really, really well with the look, and I love how it turned out. And last but not least, we are going to set our face with the City Color All Set Setting Spray. Now the next step is kind of optional, but it's just something I did. I used the Detox Dry Shampoo, and I shook it up a little bit, and then very closely and precisely to my head, I sprayed it on and basically made a line. When you're actually using dry shampoo, you don't want to do it this close to your head, and this is why. And obviously after it is white, you rub it into your hair, but for this look I was trying to get the whole Frankenstein white stripe in the hair, and that's how I did it.
This is my finished look for my Bride of Frankenstein tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button, comment what you thought or any requests down below, and I will see you guys in the next Halloween tutorial.